Did you read the Black Slam poetry thing I wrote?
I don't think so, no.
Mama cries a different kind of tears. I wrote this thing. It's like 5 minutes long, and it's just so. It's too much, and it can't be published.
Really?
Yeah, it actually is. I'll read you the first like line from it.
Okay.
It's called. Oh, it's called "I'm Black as Hell." Damn. It's too much.
Really? I'm
Yeah.
surprised because we have like.
And also the slam poetry thing. I don't know how to. I've been thinking for years how to. Is it even worth parodying slam poetry and like Spalding Gray type people?
Unless it's really funny.
It's so brutal, man. It's my least favorite thing in the planet. Spoken word. I think maybe I'll just maybe I should just find one of them and hit him.
I think spoken words can be parodied.
In the top of the head.
Can be a parody of spoken word. Be funny.
I was describing. You know, Nick's impressions are so good.
Yeah.
I was describing what Spalding Gray does. Not even. I didn't show him a video or anything. And Nick immediately launched into a perfect Spalding Gray poem.
Really?
But that's how good Nick is at doing impressions and thinking of comedic stuff, and that's how formulaic this silly Billy's shit is.
I've never even seen this guy before.
And second of all, these old white guys, I don't know if he's white, but this guy, Anthony Bourdain, like the high-end New York Times, they had a featured story that needs amazing ground bestseller. They write for the Atlantic. They write in the New Yorker. Whoever, like they're like the guys. They're like I think there is Anthony Bourdain Jewish. They're like the Shabbos. He was Jewish. They're people that are just adored by. They're like a higher level than Seinfeld and Larry David. They're like the guys that like real embedded into New York.
I'm trying to think of another example.
People adore, and these are the people that like fueled Basquiat and that whole like era of art. But they love this guy, and they love John Cage, the composer.
Oh, the guy who did 413.
So John Cage, the composer, his 433. It's 4 minutes and 33 seconds of silence. Here it is. The conductor's conducting this amazing piece here.
It's like if you went to a Michelin star restaurant and got served a plate of nothing.
Yeah, you go to a 5-star restaurant, they serve you a plate of nothing.
Of air.
So here's John Cage, John Milton Cage Jr. Wow, this is like it's like when the height that America achieved. Art Deco, Andrew Carnegie, who did Citizen Kane? Or is it Orson Welles? Is that the guy's name?
Orwellian?
That's a different Orwell.
Oh.
Citizen Kane, Orson Welles. Like the peak of America, this guy, John Cage, it's hard to imagine how the peak of America, the Chrysler Building, how that could go wrong. It's hard to imagine how that could go wrong. Okay? Yeah. But this guy's like this guy, one of the most influential modernist composers. Here he is with his partner. His partner, Chris? You know, you know how you and me are partners? This guy's like a gay dance guy. So
wait, this is John Cage's partner?
John Cage was this super influential modernist composer guy who does he have kids?
So he had a boyfriend, a younger boyfriend situation.
I think he just ended up fucking this weirdo for the last 40 years of his life and making shit like this, 4 minutes and 33 seconds of silence, and there's a whole There's probably a documentary where he's talking about silence, but he's just rambling. Can you imagine this old bastard? When I get like this, kill me. Okay? Well, there's going to be a phase where
I can't kill you.
when I start to fall off and Big God, I'm going to be your sidekick. So that's phase 1. Phase 2 is I'm rambling about silence. When I get like this, buy a gun and kill me.
Okay.
And when you think about it, really, it's talking. Shut up! It doesn't mean anything. You're dead. Hold on a second. We got to drink this in here. This is the audio. You're hearing the audio from this. Let's listen. And look at the faces.
Why does he just look utterly confused right now?
He's conducting silence.
Chris, I feel like you should conduct a piece.
I think LaFawn, you should conduct
your
silence.
favorite movie score.
Who's this fella?
That's
First
a
of all,
tough
this
one.
is in Berlin.
That'd be a tough one to choose.
These
Krill.
poor Germans.
We got Righteous Steve with $25. Putting my life and soul into a documentary. What advice can you give for shooting something?
Oh no! Oh no! I'm just saying oh no because I'm thinking about how tragic the Ukraine conflict
The
is.
USSR.
These guys, man, I hate these fucks with violinist fathers and musicologist mothers. You know what I mean, Lynch?
His birthday's in 2 days.
I hate these fuckers who studied piano as a youth.
Commie bastards!
This is totally nothing. That's fine. I hate these guys who soon after the Soviet borders were opened, where their father played in the symphony orchestra Vorarlberg, studied music at the Vorarlberger. I hate them. This part's fine. Okay? But these fucking guys, man, whose teachers included Uros Lajovic. You know what I mean? Or these little fuckers who you see them all over the place. Their teachers included Uros Lajovic. I fucking hate them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
By the way, when is Wikipedia going to start doing away with this? I can't believe that Wikipedia, this racist organization, by the way, does something this racist. I can't believe it. But I can't believe that this is Googleable still. I can't believe it. It makes me sad. I think it shouldn't be that way because everybody's equal and we're all the same.
You can't.
Look at him go.
We don't hear color.
Look at him go, baby. You rocked it, dog. You rocked the fucking house. You rocked it.
Let's hear the applause. Can they applaud? Or is it still...
They cannot. You cannot applaud for this. Well, you can actually. Let's see. You can. Now, if the audience was really on their toes, they would have kept it silent for the applause.
And I heard that mistake halfway into.
I want to go see that in person and start clapping halfway through.
We'll book it.
Yeah. When's the next 433 performance?
I mean, I already booked the orchestral performance of Ocarina of Time for us. Are you still
Now,
going
that
to that?
I would go see that. I would go see that if I had infinite time.
Saving money that way. Really, I never got caught. And from the highest restaurant to the lowest, really, from the Rainbow Room to Burger King, never got caught. In fact, I saved enough money to buy a Soho loft pouring drinks under the table. Get your 4 bottles, or 2 bottles if you want to start with 2, or you can start with 1. And get it out in the morning and get your big half-gallon and get a white plastic funnel from Woolworths for 59 cents. And go down, fill up your bottles in the morning, like that. You're all set, Captain. Ladies, you can put 4 in your pocketbook. Guys, you can put 2 in either side pocket, and you're off to your busy day in your fancy restaurant at night.
No more water. No more. No. Just leave the ice. I'm going to be working with it throughout the evening. Thank you very much.
But I didn't even show this to Nick. I just told him what the guy's steez was, that he goes to these crowds I think it's only in New York, that he yaps to these people and the audience is coming.
Yeah.
Like this is so you know when people use the word storytelling?
Yeah.
It's like everything, hey, you're a painter, I'm a musician, we're both storytellers. At the end of the day, it's about what what story are we gonna latch onto, and what's gonna uplift us and make us sort of reflect on, wow, I'm actually human. Wow, it's a story. This is raw, pure, incarnate storytelling. This is what they mean when they say that word. And I told Nick what the vibes were, and Nick launches into this thing. I think it's in a PGL where he's like, I remember the oaky wood of my father's hands in the summer, the bright summer light, as we stepped out into the workshop, and I saw the old wagon there collecting dust. And it's like this. It's like a one-to-one. Like there is a Spalding Gray story where he's talking about his father's hands in the wood workshop.
Yeah.
And sleeping bags on her floor. Whenever we complain, she sends them down, and they go, "Hey, look, man."
So glad he's dead. Okay. Anyway, sorry.
Anywho,